Hey everyone out there, PhanArt Pete here, reporting from quarantine in upstate New York. Hope everybody's staying safe and healthy during this weird time. As we announced last year, the PhanArt archives are going to be housed at Oregon State University in the coming years. We're proud to be working with the School of History, Philosophy, and Religion at OSU in cataloging and preserving the creative efforts of Phish fans over the years. What we are looking for fans to do while we all have some time on our hands is to help add to these archives. When I set out to collect the art for the PhanArt book over 15 years ago, more than 1,600 posters, shirts, stickers, license plates, and other items were submitted to the book. Now, including the 3.0 era of Phish, we have roughly 3,000 items in the archives. But there has to be more out there. So, what we are asking of Phish fans is to look around for any of the unique hidden gems of fan-made Phish art and submit a quality photo to the project. This will ensure that we have as complete an archive as possible, and there's no better time than now to help make this collective project come to fruition. To tell you more about how you can help, here's the head of the Phishsonian Institute, Alex Crosby. Alex?
Thanks, Pete. Welcome to the home office of the Phishsonian. I'm Alex Crosby of the Phishsonian Institute. I'll be working with Pete on this PhanArt archive project. And today I'd like to show you how at home you can get these items into our digital archive. So, the most easy way to get things in is your home scanner if you have one. Typically on, your all-in-one printer will have that in there if it does copies and such. You just take it in there. So for today, I have some fan-created stickers we're going to do this with. We're going to do the Kerrigan Phish from the Phish Studies Conference. Try to fold that out there. So basically, you're just going to put it in your scanner in the top left corner there. You can also put it in the middle too if you want to edit it that way. But it's very important that you close the lid of your scanner. What that does is it gives it a nice white background behind your item, so it's easier to create an image from it. If you do it when it's open, it's not gonna scan correctly. So it's very important that you close the lid of your scanner. So with software on your computer, what you're gonna use is if you have a Mac, you're gonna use a program called Preview. It's built into your machine. If you have Windows, hopefully you have Windows 10, you're gonna use Windows Scan. Both have very easy interfaces with any scanner that you're using to get those documents in there. So we put it in there, it automatically scans it. It gives you a bit of a preview. You can see my preview is kind of wrong because it's in black and white. It doesn't look very good. So we have to change the settings. So first we have to make sure it's in color. Bam, doesn't that look nice? And we're gonna change the resolution. You wanna have a minimum resolution of 300 DPI. Dots per inch, we'll edit that. But anyway, you can see it looks nice now. When I hear in preview, I selected color. Again, 300 dots per inch. Custom size, because it'll just fit to whatever we're doing in there. We can also just select the region we're scanning. Format, you want to create TIFF files. The reason being is they're dynamic, so it makes it a little easier to use different sizes when we have it up on the website and when we get it, do other things with it.
Can you explain that a little more clearly? What is a dynamic image, Alex?
So, when you have an image and you scan it just as a JPEG, it sticks it to a finite number of pixels. When you have a dynamic image such as TIFF or PNG, what that allows it to do is it allows it to size it. So it allows you to make it larger or smaller. It just allows you to get a more
So no matter what size
image.
the image is, it never pixelates.
Correct. It maintains the quality when you resize the image. Thanks for the. So yeah, everything else, auto selection, image correction is fine. So now we can hit the scan button and we'll scan the image. And there we go. We have a nice high quality scan of that sticker ready to go.
How do you want the stickers labeled for file saving format?
Oh, the file saving format? What I'd like you to do is I'd like you to put the artist underscore the event and then underscore the year.
So can you do that for the sticker?
Sure. So when I save it, export. And you don't have to worry about this compression one. Just leave it alone. It'll figure itself out. But you want to export as so this is Kerrigan. It's from Phish Studies in 2019. There we go. All right, so let's say you don't have a scanner and you want to do stickers. Real easy. You take, well, this one's not blank, but it's fine, it'll work. You just take a piece of white paper. You're just gonna put it on a nice flat surface. Just put your image in the middle. And you're just gonna take out your smartphone device, if you have one. And you're just gonna, you might want to back up. I don't know.
No,
Anyway.
you're good.
All right. Well, I was gonna stand up because you need to stand up. Well, I mean, you can do it either way, but the key is standing up because you want to try, you're trying to get your shadows out of it. So like in this way, that way I make sure I don't have any shadows. And I just go nice and I try to keep it on the image. Just snap the picture. And that way at least we'll have it in there. The nice high quality image that also we can use in another way. But that's just another way to do it. Computer would be preferred, the scanner, because that way it's a better quality image and also it's direct. But a photograph will also work in instances when you don't have it, if you don't have a scanner in your household. Now you're saying, well, that's great for stickers, but we have posters, we have t-shirts, that's everything that's much larger. I'll show you how to do that one in the other room. So I'll see you in a moment. All right, welcome to my dining room, the next spot to do this. Of course, if we were in a fancy archive, we'd have all kinds of crazy rooms and space for this, but we're at home, and we're just doing archives on our home. So anyway, we have bigger items. Right here on our table, we have a very fine print, Parts of a Machine by Isadora Bullock from the 2016 New Year's run, one of my favorite prints. Don't know why it's not in a frame yet. It happens. Sorry, Isadora. Anyway, but we gotta get into the archives too. So here's how you can do bigger items at home. Basically, you wanna have a white background. In here, we just have a simple piece of poster board, picked up in any art supply store. Really easy to do. And we just lay our print right neatly flat on it. And then I got a little step stool right here to the side. We're just gonna get up, get on the step stool, and we're gonna take out our camera. You can use your cell phone. Really, better the image, the better quality. So if you have a digital SLR or maybe a point and shoot, it might present a better image on your phone. Consult your manual on, megapixels and things like that. But anyway, got my iPhone 11. We're gonna do it this way. We're gonna go right over, try to keep it steady. Try to keep just the print in the frame and no white, no tablecloth or anything like that. And we're just gonna take a couple of snapshots. And that's it. Once that's done, you have a very nice quality image that we can use just so we can archive things and maybe help people out. So, you know, we want to get all these items just in nice quality images. So, you know, people know they're out there and we have a nice log of what was created in these past times. You know, there's a lot of fan art out there that I don't know about or Pete doesn't know about, that we just want to make sure the artist's work gets preserved for future generations. That's the key thing here. All right, so that takes care of flat items. Now you have other items. Of course, popular item on Phish Tour t-shirts. I have here my very nice one-of-a-kind Phishsonian t-shirt. My wife's, there you go. And so we got 2 ways to do this one. This one, the first way we're gonna do it is we're just gonna do the same thing. Nice flat photography. This one, if you don't get the whole shirt, if it doesn't involve the whole shirt, that's okay. Key thing is that it exists in colorways and the graphic. You know, if it's a rare graphic or something like that, you can get it going. Make sure it's nice and flat. Don't want to cast too many shadows. Same thing. Your step stool. Just make sure you're arched over. You know, if it's a real thing, we'd have a camera mount and you wheel it in and jump for that box there and get it going. But we don't have that option. So here we go. Just take a nice flat image. Easy enough. And that's how simple it is, really. Just take care of anything. If you have more 3D objects, you know, like a raindrop or pins, you know, you can take your pin board, take a pin off the board.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
Nice.
Please repeat it.
Siri getting in on the action. Now, if you have a pin board like that, you can take a picture of the pin board, but it'd be preferable if we took individual shots so we could separate it out. You know, I know it's really easy, just I'll take a shot of my pin board, we'll have all those pins in. But if we can have the individual shot, then we can separate it out. We can have, you know, Pacific Northwest pins versus, you know, Texas pins versus Madison Square Garden pins. That's really helpful. So when we create a database, we can have it, you can have it searchable and be able to be set out. So that's why we take individual items, even with something as small as this. You know, it's a little hard with the shadows, but I would still just go in tight, maybe angle it a little bit in the direction of it. Make sure to focus as best as we can. You know, and then just take a shot like that. So yeah, shirts, you know, you can also take a picture of an individual wearing the shirt. You know, if you were gonna take like this Jump Radio t-shirt, you know, you would find a space that you don't have anything on your walls. It's a little hard in here because I have everything on the walls, you know, but you would just have them stand flat against the wall with a neutral background and just kind of take the shirt like that, you know. We're not actually taking a photo, but that's how we would do that. But that's the main way. So flat photography on your kitchen table with a white background, taking the highest quality image you can based on whatever camera is available to you. And then also using the flatbed scanner based on your computer. Those are the two basic ways. Also, don't forget, if you have any problems at any point with any of this, feel free to reach out to me. You can hit me up on email, thefishsonian@gmail.com. I'm also on Twitter pretty much all the time now, @HarryPHood. More than willing to answer your archival questions anytime. So feel free to reach out. And once again, thank you so much for your help in this project. And we hope it's a huge success.